When thinking about your child's soccer experience, a question many parents will have is what's next for my child? What's the next thing he or she should be doing to develop and grow? Or I like to think about what's the next best thing a player should be doing, continue to enjoy playing the game and continue playing the game in the future. And again, what I tell most parents and most coaches or anyone I talk to about this, question and this conversation is it really depends. There's not one answer. There's not one right way or one thing you should do, or, you know, it's just like anything else with your child. It's not about what everyone else is doing. It's not what everyone else is telling you. It's about what you feel is right for your child and your family to keep them playing the game, growing in the game, enjoying the game, that keeps the game fun, exciting, and puts them, on a path that they want to be going forward. So within, our area and many areas of the country, there's a lot of options for kids when it comes to their playing experience. Classics Eagles is a club that offers a unique experience that is a little different than others, but it's not for everybody. There's not one right situation for everybody. So when you're looking at options for your child, there's questions you should ask about in terms of that experience, and then see if it aligns with what you would want for your child to do, for their next step or their next move when it comes to their soccer experience. We're blessed, as I always say, to be in an area that has many options for kids to continue to play, with tremendous coaches, parents, and resources that all their goals is to keep kids playing and keep growing and developing and having fun. The difference is, and where I think the issues come into play a little bit, is when what you want for your child and that experience doesn't really align with where they're at. And that's why any parent I talk to, coaches I talk to, it's always important to ask questions about that next step, and then just see if it aligns with what your expectation is for your child in that next step, or what you're looking for that experience to look like from a time commitment standpoint, cost standpoint. Who's coaching my child? Where am I traveling to get that experience? There's many questions you can ask, and even the list of questions are personal. There's things that are more important to some families that are not as important to others. So that is the best thing to do, is ask questions. Ask questions of the directors, ask questions of the club, ask questions of your neighbors and friends who have older kids who've been through the process and programs, and take as much information as you can, and then you make the best decision possible, about what that next step is for your child. Like anything else that will happen in their life, soccer is just one of many things that your child will do and be a part of, and decisions you have to make about that. So it doesn't have to be a stressful one, but like any decision you're making, it's just about, kind of making that list of what's the important things to you, asking those questions to the right people, and getting the answers you need to make that best decision. So again, there's a lot of resources out there, people you can talk to, and make sure you do that. Don't make decisions out of fear, pressure, my child will get left behind, or all those type of things that are superficial and really don't mean much. It's about that smile on your child's face when they step on the field and play, and they're growing and want to come back. That is what you want to see. Because again, our goal is, coaches, and I've heard coaches say this all the time, and I believe it, is that we want kids to want to come back the next year, the next season. Again, not to be the best player, not to be the all-star, not to win championships, but just because they are growing their love for the game and being part of a team and making friends and those relationships, all the things that are critical to a child's youth sports, youth soccer experience. So when making that decision and looking at choices for your child, consider all your options, consider what's important to you and what's important mostly to them when they continue on their journey.